it's actually harder to quit than it is to keep going. Most people think it's the opposite, but in fact, like if I just said I don't want to fight anymore because I hate training, I hate running, I hate doing this and doing that, I could quit. Like sure, that's fine, but I've got to live with that regret the rest of my life, and I'm never gonna get that time back. The true definition of hell is dying and having to meet the person you could have been. I heard that a long time ago, and I never forgot it.
Welcome back to the podcast. Today we have an undefeated Fabion Johnson making his pro debut a couple of weeks ago.
Last weekend.
Last weekend, yeah.
Yeah.
And come out with a big W on that, so he's undefeated. 1-0, baby.
Technically, yeah.
Hey, undefeated is that's when the L column says 0. That's undefeated. So we can say that up until you're defeated.
Yeah, that's what a lot of amateur guys do. They'll have one fight and then never fight again, and they can always say they're undefeated.
Yeah.
So on paper,
Yeah, you undefeated on paper.
Yeah, technically.
So what was that like, man? Because you had to travel a little ways to go for that fight, right? Or no, it was was it?
It was in Huntsville.
Okay.
It was in Huntsville. It was in front of my home crowd.
Yeah.
So I loved it. Did you guys? You said you did watch it?
I watched it. Yeah.
Did you see the walkout and everything?
Yeah.
It was
was
amazing.
lit, yeah.
It was good.
That's CFC. Is that the?
Yep, Cage Fighting
Promotion?
Championships
Cage Fighting,
in Huntsville. I've had most of my fights between amateur. That was my first pro, but I fought for CFC 5 times.
Yep.
Would have been 6, but one of the shows got canceled. So, yeah, I fought
I've
most
seen
of my
all that
fights
on
for
your
them.
record too. I've seen all that. But you fought in All or Nothing twice too, didn't
3
you?
times.
3 times.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I seen 2 of those fights.
Yeah.
The Chance Pacenti fight, I didn't understand why we were going to kickboxing, but you probably just wanted to fight.
Well, it was supposed to be MMA, and then the guy they were trying to match me up with, he wasn't available. And so they're like, if you want to get on the card, like, all we got is kickboxing. So I was like, I'll try it, you know?
Yeah. That's a good fight too, bro.
No, that was a great fight. It could have gone either way. I thought. You
I
can't-
think that was the best fight they could have made.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
far as,
no,
like,
as far as
kickboxing.
like, especially like on the fly like that, bro.
Yeah.
That was an awesome fight.
It was a banger for me to just be like, well, I'll try kickboxing.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a banger. It was a good one.
Exactly.
Chance is a beast, man.
I know you should have knocked him out in the first round.
I don't think Chance is ever gonna get knocked out.
That's.
Chance-
I mean, like he was.
Chance has probably the best chin I've ever seen. Like fights I've been to live,
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody take hits like Chance does. His chin is insane.
It's not like you're barely tapping him. You were.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You were putting it on him, bro. And dude's like, still walking forward. I'm coming. You know, I was like, golly.
Yeah, he was a great opponent. He's huge too, man.
Yeah, he's massive.
He's huge.
Massive, dude.
At All or Nothing's last show in maybe last month or the month before, I saw him there. Like, you know, both of us being like out of camp and everything, and him at his full size.
Yeah.
I turned around, and I was like, shit, he's a big dude.
So what was it like going pro? Did it change anything? Did it change into how you felt going into the cage or anything like that? Was it the same mindset? Just taking that step across to go to pro, was it?
Well, it's something I've thought about the last 4 years because, I mean, a lot of guys, I've been doing this for 4 years, and so many of the guys will have an amateur fight, have a couple amateur fights, and then they'll never, ever, ever go pro. I think a lot of guys, they fight amateur like years and years and years. I think they're scared to go pro, or they try to avoid it as long as they can. For me, it wasn't that I was putting it off. Like people told me after my 6th fight in the beginning of 2024 when I fought Colin Wilson, and I was 6-0 after that one. They were like, just go pro, just go pro. And I was like, I'm going to get one more because I wanted to get to 7. And so I was booked up against Ricky McConico out of Birmingham.
Yeah.
He was 7-2. That would have been a great fight. And then the show had one of the best camps I've ever had. It got canceled the night of. Like, we're in the locker room. They're singing the Pledge of Allegiance. And the commission comes in and says, there's no ambulance here. We got to cancel the show.
Oh,
Dude, I was heartbroken. I was devastated. I hated that. And so I should have went pro right then. But
You still had that mindset that I want to get that 7th one.
And the gym I was at the time, I ended up leaving right after that because everything's good between us now. But the coach that I had at the time, we had a falling out. So I left, and then I fought twice independently, which I really shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
And one of those was against Chance.
Oh, okay.
And so after that, the night I fought Chance, I met my coach, my head coach now, Daniel, who's the head coach at Freedom Muay Thai. And he was like, I told him I don't have a gym right now. I'm looking to go pro, but I can't do it without a team. And so he told me to come check him out, and I did, and that's been my team for almost a year now.
And then he set you up with a couple of fights too, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think you went on a couple of more. You ended up going on one more or two more fights.
I've had 2 since I've been there.
Okay.
I had my last amateur fight,
and then first pro,
and then this first pro.
Okay.
But I'd say the biggest difference going into this one is, and I told people, and it showed in the way the fight played out. I've been waiting 4 years to be able to throw elbows.
Throw an elbow, yeah.
I've been waiting 4 years for that.
Yeah, dude. And you're like, these bows are coming.
Yeah, because a lot of people watching it, like especially like casuals, you don't realize how much of a difference that makes. Like, they hurt. They hurt a lot, and
there's no glove on it.
Yeah,
it's
just a huge bone coming right down on your face.
Insane.
It's raw, yeah.
And so I've been waiting 4 years to be able to do that. And for 9 fights, I wasn't able to. So I told my coaches before I walked out, if I get the opportunity, I'm going to try to break my elbow on his face. And I tried to do that.
Yeah. No, you did, yeah. I thought you would have broke your elbow on his face.
What are the massive rule changes? Is it just elbows?
Elbows, 12-6. Luckily, they happened just before my first pro fight this year. They made 12-6 elbows legal. So not only could I throw them, but I could posture up and go straight down, which is exactly what I did. So when the fight started, I've been working on my striking massively because you guys know I'm a grappler.
Yeah.
Most of my fights have been grappling. That's just my base. But
and you're good at it too.
But if you go back and watch all my fights outside of the Colin Wilson fight, all my fights, I try to start striking.
I know.
Because I like striking.
Yeah.
Colin Wilson.
Every freaking fighter that grapples is like, I want to stand and fight.
Yeah.
And you're like, stop, dude. Just go to what you're good at. Just go to it.
Yeah, the only guy I shot on first was Colin Wilson. And that's because he rocked me in like the first 10 seconds.
And then you're like, we're going to the ground.
Yeah, I had to grab him to recover.
Yeah.
But there still ended up being a lot of striking in that one.
Oh,
but since being at Freedom, my striking has improved immensely.
Yeah.
And me and my coach want to show that. But with it being my pro debut, the biggest thing is just making a statement and getting the win.
Yeah.
So the game plan was to go out there and strike with him because he was a boxer that was coming in MMA.
Oh, wow.
Into MMA. And so the game plan is go out there, feel him out, see what he does. But I told my coaches, I was like, if he comes straight at me, I'm not going to hesitate to take him down. And if I take him down, he's not getting back up.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
As soon as the ref said go, he ran at me. What I did was when they started it, I kind of crawled out there to see. I wanted to try to throw him off because I didn't want to come out straight squaring up with him. I wanted to he's never been in a cage before. So I wanted to make him feel a little weird. Mm-hmm. So I crawled out. And as I'm doing that, he ran at me standing straight up. And so when he swung at me, I'm already underneath him. So I took him from one end of the cage to the other. And
laid him down in front of your coach.
Yeah. Well, my coaches were over here, but I was looking at them, listening to everything they were saying.
Oh, okay.
And so when he first got me down, he tried to give me the guillotine, so I had to wait for him to let that go. And then once he did, he was just bucking, trying to get me off. And so I had to wait for him to settle.
Yeah.
And then once he settled, I raised up, dropped that first one, and I didn't stop until the ref pulled me off.
Yeah. You said wait for him to settle. Does that mean tire out?
No, wait for him to stop bucking.
Yeah.
Because if I had postured up and tried hitting him while he's bucking, then I could fall off of him. Then got to reset.
But do you think is that when you say settle, he's going to settle because he gets tired?
Because he doesn't have the energy to try to buck me off of him anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're just wearing him down.
Yeah.
You just wore him down to a bone.
Yeah. I knew if I took him down, like with him, even if he had been working on his grappling a lot, he's a boxer.
Yeah.
To his core, he was a boxer. So I just had to wait for him to sit still. because I had the best position I could have. I had full mount, and I had his legs laced to where he couldn't move. So all I had to do is wait for him to stop moving to where I wouldn't fall off of him, and then just go to town.
Yeah.
How many fights are you planning on doing per year, maybe?
Per year, I want to try to have at least 2 more before this year is out.
Oh, okay.
At least
That's
2.
pretty
yeah.
active, yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna go all over? Because you've fought in 3 different states now, haven't you?
Yeah, I fought in Alabama, Tennessee, and Missouri, I believe.
Yeah.
So far. And so I wanna branch out, because the more places I fight, the more
you
people
get
will hear
seen.
about me.
Yeah, for sure.
So
That's what you got to do, really.
Yeah.
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 You gotta get your name out.
Is it
there
kind
a
of
little
crazy
bit.
getting like ready to fight in other states? Is there like a big pro, like you got to do different things for different states, you know?
Well, I know as an amateur, in Missouri, like the paperwork process, even as an amateur, it was pretty annoying. Tennessee's not so bad. Tennessee's pretty lax. But those are the only states I fought in so far, so I'd have to see what the other ones are like.
Do you work for yourself or do you work for somebody?
I work for a company.
Okay. I didn't know. Sometimes, like a master plumber, you can do it on your own, right?
I can, but with everything that would come with starting my own business
Sure.
and
No, I know.
being a profile,
You ain't telling me nothing, bro.
Yes.
I know.
there's only so much time in a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
But my ultimate goal is to be a coach.
Overall.
So like a lot of people assume like when I'm done, then I just want to start my own plumbing company. I'd rather be a coach. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
There's a lot less money in that than there is in plumbing.
Yeah, it depends.
But joy too.
Well,
you know?
yeah, it depends.
Happiness makes a
The-
difference.
but
That's what
I'd be happier being a coach.
That's what we're going.
1000%.
That's exactly where I was going. Yeah. It's not about money.
It really ain't.
I wouldn't want to. I don't need to be rich or anything, but I'd rather be a really good coach, have a bunch of guys that I can really, really help grow just in life and not just in fighting.
Right.
Because a lot of guys are missing that. A lot of guys
Oh, yeah.
don't get good coaches or a good team around them.
Absolutely. I mean,
That's cool. Go.
even just your average human being, man, female, whatever.
Yeah.
Especially men, though. We don't have a place to go and chill with other dudes, and have like this goal in mind or whatever.
Yeah.
There's places that people do that at, and it's church is one of them, right? Mm-hmm. And then gyms. It's our bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is mine because I don't never like really go to bars or anything like
Right,
that.
that's what I'm saying. And, training at a gym is much healthier than a bar.
Yeah.
And it's so helpful. I wish more people realize how beneficial it is.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
People don't realize how much better you would feel if you just go to the gym. Mm-hmm. If you just go in there and do something.
Yeah.
Like there's been so many days, mostly like out of camp or something when I don't have a fight, where you could be sit around all day, you could be depressed, you could be overwhelmed, you could just be feeling terrible. If you just go to the gym, walk on the treadmill, do a little 20, 30-minute workout, work up a sweat, you'll feel better the rest of the day.
So much better.
You'll feel like you accomplished something, even if it was something small.
I know, man.
Especially like after a hard workout, like after a terrible workout that you did not want to do, and your body's just spent. For the rest of the day, you will feel amazing. More
Ain't
people,
that crazy?
People don't realize how good it will make you feel.
Yeah. I have done that and realized how good it makes me feel, and I still lack the motivation to go to the gym. So, I'm at a lull right now, man. I hadn't been to the gym in, 4 years?
Well, we went a couple of times.
Yeah, but consistently we hadn't been to the gym in 3 or 4 years now. And
That makes sense, though.
it's just hard to...
It is.
Once you get into a routine of it, I got a garden out there. That's fun.
That's a good one to have.
I got a garden. I got a little, grandkids, kids. But we ain't doing nothing, man. We sit on the couch. You know what I'm saying?
I don't blame you, because even though I say it will make you feel a lot better, it is hard to go.
Yeah.
It does suck. Like people,
That's the part.
People assume because I fight that like I love training or I hate all of it.
That's crazy.
I'm dead serious. I hate all of it. I hate running. I hate sparring. I'd say I probably like sparring more than anything.
Yeah.
But I hate running. I hate drilling. I hate lifting weights. I hate being tired. I hate being out of breath. I
Hate being sweaty.
Hate being sore. I
hate
hate
being sore.
injuries, aching, waking up your body. I hate all of it.
But if you don't do it
But
mentally,
I like
how it
being
makes you,
a fighter
yep,
more than I hate the process.
I like it. I like it.
So how do you keep going? Like if you get in those mindsets, maybe one day when you don't feel like doing it, what keeps you going?
I'm gonna be a fighter one day.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that
Pushing
I
you.
have stored at the back of my mind that I think about on days like that. Because I'm trying to think, how did it go? I remember one of the first things I ever heard that like stuck with me before I even started like training full time. I heard it a long time ago. Frank Mir, for those that don't know, UFC heavyweight, was a former UFC heavyweight champion. He said the true definition of hell is dying and having to meet the person you could have been.
Dang.
I heard that a long time ago, and I never forgot it. And so, and then another thing I heard in my camp leading up to my last amateur fight, which was last November, Teddy Atlas, for those who don't know, is one of Mike Tyson's old trainers. He said it's actually harder to quit than it is to keep going. Most people think it's the opposite, but in fact, like if I just said I don't want to fight anymore because I hate training, I hate running, I hate doing this and doing that, I could quit. Like sure, that's fine, but I've got to live with that regret the rest of my life, and I'm never gonna get that time back.
All of the what ifs. I never tried. I didn't do it. I didn't push. I didn't.
I'm never gonna get that time back. And I encounter so many people because like I'd say at least like 90% of men, if not more, at some point or another thought about, wouldn't it be cool if I like fought, if I was a boxer, if I did MMA, if I did, at one point or another, even if they don't really want to do it, at some point or another, they thought like, damn, that'd be cool if I could do that.
Yeah.
Because when people hear that I fight, like a lot of times
Everybody.
you see their eyes light up. They're like,
Yeah.
"Ooh,
Whoa, bro.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But a lot of them are never going to show up and try. They're never going to give it a shot. Since I started training, I kid you not, this is not an exaggeration. I must have had at least 150, 200 guys tell me, like maybe they've seen me fight, they've heard that I fight, they've seen me post pictures, they know somebody who knows me, and they tell me, I'm going to go to your gym and I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to start. They never come.
Yep.
They never show up.
Yep. I ain't told nobody that, but we tell everybody that we should do it.
Yeah.
But
We made one commitment and we went.
We went with
One day.
Connor Sledge,
He
you
went
know
12.
him.
yeah.
So he talked us into it one night on the podcast.
But at least you went.
We did go, yeah.
Most people never even make it that far.
Yeah, we did go, but and we had fun.
Yeah, it was a great
just
time.
an hour drive to CMAC from here to get to their gym down there.
Yeah.
And an hour drive home. And they're all doing it. It's not an excuse.
Well, they're 20 something and
I'm 46 years
you
old.
know, they got
Yeah.
I'm an old
different
man.
motivation to take them to the gym. So it's a big time difference.
And we just would do it for whatever you call it.
Say we did, I guess.
No, I mean, there's something. So there's a word for it.
Well, that's one of the biggest
What's
things
the
that
word for it?
has annoyed me since I started fighting is the people that assume just because you know me and you see me every day, they think like, oh, he's doing it. That means I can do it. It's easy. It's not.
No.
Because outside of just the fighting part, the level of commitment it takes.
Yeah.
Because like I started fighting when I was at my last company I was at. And guys would tell me all the time, oh, maybe I should try it. I should start fighting. I should do this and I should do that. Think about what little time you have to spare outside of work already. Then think about, like me, I was driving 30, 35 minutes to work. If I have a fight, go to the gym first thing in the morning before work, and I had to be at work at 6 a.m., drive 35 minutes to work, then drive about 40 minutes to Huntsville after work to go to practice, then drive another 40 minutes back home. On top of working all day and the work I did at the gym, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Then on top of the injuries, the stress, the doubt that creeps into your mind the closer the fight gets.
Yep.
It's just like with anything. People just see someone doing something and think, oh, I can do that. You can, but are you going to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you really going to put the work in
Yeah.
to do that?
It's a lot.
You're not.
Yeah.
No.
Most people are
are not going to.
No, most of them are not going to.
99%.
That's why I say anybody who's had like 3 amateur fights, if you've had 3 amateur fights, you're starting to get respectable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you've done something if you got 3, because I mean that's 3 camps.
Yeah.
That's 3. You know, you're talking about that's getting there. You know what I mean?
And there's just so much. People think it's just as simple as showing up, putting on the gloves, and getting in there. There's so much. How you feel being in the locker room, especially like your first few times being in the locker room, you're gonna be terrified.
Yeah.
You're gonna be terrified.
I can't imagine any other feeling than being just completely scared.
Yeah.
Of all the things I've done, like in life ever, there's nothing that compares to just how you feel in the locker room when you know you're next up. Like when you're back there trying to ignore how you feel to warm up, you're not getting a good warm up, you're not even sweating yet. Then they open up the door and say, Johnson, you're next. Get ready to walk out. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. And
Hey, but now you walk out, you look clean when you walk out. I love your walkout.
oh
man.
yeah, I've done it 10 times and now I'm used to
Yeah.
it now.
Yeah, you're starting to get used to it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people don't think about that stuff. They think it's just as simple as just
Yeah.
showing up and getting in there.
Most people, most human beings get that feeling one time and never want that feeling again.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is like the first half of my fights, I'd be back there thinking like, dude, this feels terrible. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, this is my last time. I'm not doing this again.
Yeah.
And then when it's over, it's like, oh, I can't wait to do
Oh,
it.
I won.
Oh, yeah.
They held my hand up, bro. You know how good that
Yeah.
hand being held up felt?
Yeah, because, I mean, those first few days after you win, you really feel like the man for a minute.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Guarantee it, bro.
It's like a drug, man. Once
Yeah.
it's gone,
Yep.
like after those few days go by,
You're like, man,
and like,
another one?
yeah, it's like maybe one more. So I get why, and I hate how disrespectful casuals are to like the MMA community, especially like the older fighters, the people that have never done that. Which, so you don't have to be a 5-star chef to tell someone their food tastes bad.
Yeah.
So I mean, you don't have to be in any field like like sports analysts. Like a lot of those guys have never played a sport in their life.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to have participated in a sport to criticize it or talk about it. But me knowing everything that goes into being a fighter and how hard it is, I hate when I see people just disrespect fighters.
Yep.
So when they talk about like the older guys that like they keep coming back and they take all these losses and
Yeah.
everything, I hate to see it, but I understand why. Because like
Yep.
that feeling I just described,
Yep.
they don't want that to go away. They don't want it to stop.
Nobody, yeah.
Feeling like all the eyes are on you, all the attention, that adrenaline you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see why they never want it to stop, and they get tempted to go back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
At any age, because I'm 46, and if you ask my brain how old it is, it's still 21, bro. Your brain don't ever change in age. It doesn't ever feel any older.
Yeah.
Your brain doesn't. Now my body is talking to me, you know.
Yeah,
He's
that's-
screaming all the time, bro.
That's the
but-
thing that sucks to see when you watch fighters is when you know in their mind it's still there,
Yep.
but their body just can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Like with like right now with Adesanya, like
Yeah.
and I don't even like I wasn't like one of the biggest Adesanya fans
I gotcha.
just of him.
Yeah.
But as a fighter, you can't not be a fan of him as a
Right,
fighter.
right.
And so I watched like his whole UFC run and seeing him recently, like you know it's still there. You can hear it when he talks, but his body's just not it's just not doing what it needs to do anymore.
Yeah.
But people don't know like Adesanya had like 70, 80 kickboxing fights.
Golly, dude.
I think he had somewhere in the double-digit boxing fights on top of his MMA career. So his body just got a lot of miles on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know that. Like eventually,
It's gonna
you're
catch
just
up.
it's
Yeah.
gonna catch up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't do this line of work forever. I mean, it's the same with freaking running backs, man. You see a running back take a beating every. That's the only thing I can compare it to. That's even close. It's even worse than that, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I wish more guys knew when to get out
Yeah.
because eventually you're gonna get got.
Yeah.
If you stick around long enough, you're gonna. It don't matter how good you
Yeah.
were, how untouchable you were in your prime. And like Anderson Silva, when Anderson Silva was in his prime, people thought he was like doing witchcraft. Nobody had
know.
ever moved like that
I
before.
know. Yeah.
But eventually you'll get got if you stick around long enough. So guys need to know when to get in and get out, because this game, as much as you can love this game, it does not love you back. Anybody. It doesn't love anybody back.
That's crazy.
Anybody can get got.
Yeah. I love the sport, and I love the people who are in the sport. It seems like every one of them have a completely different mindset than your average normal human being. We've sat down and talked to a bunch of fighters, amateur, pros, every level. We sat down and talked to Torres Finney's in the UFC. All your mindsets are the same, bro. It is the weirdest thing in your whole you've ever seen in your life. It's the mindset of a fighter is so completely different than everybody else. You got fighters, and then you got everybody else. It don't matter what sport it is. You can compare them to baseball players, football players, basketball players. Mindset of a fighter is completely different than all of the other sports.
It's something you have to have in you to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Because to be able to get in there, to stand across the cage from somebody who he's had the same amount of time to prepare as you. He's been watching you just like you've been watching him. You know, every single bit of training he's been putting in the last 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks has been to beat you. And you still have the nerve to get in there across from him and say, no, you're not going to win. I'm going to win. Even though we've been doing the same thing, I'm going to win, not you, me.
I'm going to impose my will on you.
Yeah, you got to be a little crazy to do something like that. You got to have it. It's either in yours. It's either in you or it's not.
Yeah.
He said you got to be a little crazy. And then
That's why a lot of people say, and this is just my thing, I'm not the leading authority on combat sports, but a lot of people say that any guy who gets in the ring or gets in the cage, you know, they deserve respect. I don't agree with that, because I've seen a lot of people know they didn't train the way they need to, and they just want to get in there just to say that they fought or say that they're a fighter, and they'll get in there and just crumple.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, they don't, just because you're not a fighter just because you get in there.
Yeah.
You're not a fighter just because you step on a mat or get in a cage or step in a ring.
Right. That's true. I mean, from a fighter standpoint, I can see that being true. From a
Normal person?
normal human being,
Yeah.
it's you still a fighter to me. You know what I'm saying? But I can see where you're saying, like, you're
But
not,
like I said, that don't mean
didn't
I'm
train
right.
hard enough, bro.
Yeah.
I know you didn't train hard enough. I seen you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can get that from you. I understand it from a fighter standpoint.
Yeah. Not
It's
saying
true.
I'm right, but that's
no,
what I believe.
I get
though.
it.
Yeah.
I totally get it. I have no ill will towards what you just said. I think that's true, but like I was just saying, like from a Trey standpoint, bro, he's never got in there and fought. You're doing more than me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the thing I take from it is you're doing more than me. If you got in there, you did more than I did. I didn't get in there.
But yeah, even still, you did more than most people will do.
Yeah.
But if you know
I'll give them that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if
We'll
they
give
know
them that.
they didn't do what they needed to do, and they're getting in there just because they think it looks cool,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then they'll go in there and get splattered and then never fight again, just wasting your fucking time.
Yeah.
You're just wasting everybody's time.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, you're the coolest dude. You're one of the coolest dudes we've talked to so far. I feel like you're laid back.
I try to be.
You try to be laid back.
I try to be.
Okay. You don't feel laid back.
I think I don't insist upon myself. Like, I don't think I'm. A lot of guys, they'll get like 1 or 2 fights in them, and they think they're like world champion. Like, I don't think I'm. I don't.
You hard on yourself all the time, huh?
Yes,
You're
yes.
not trying to boast yourself up to say I'm this, that, or the other.
Because I mean, in the back of my mind, like I know. I'm not gonna say like I'm the best fighter in the world or something like that, but I know I have the potential for it. I know in the back of my mind that I could be that.
Yeah.
But I'm humble because I know how much better I can be.
Yeah,
I got you.
I know how much more I can improve, and I know I'm not satisfied until I get there.
Yeah.
Because like even after all my fights, you can ask any of my friends, anybody close to me, like after every single one of my fights, I've outside of maybe this last one, well, yeah, even after this last one, my best friend Dre, he's been to all my fights except this last one because he couldn't make the trip. He was in Florida. He called me the next morning. He was like, "How you feeling?" I was like, "Yeah, honestly, not too stoked on it. I wish I would have got it done faster."
Oh,
After all my fights, I only see the stuff that I did wrong
Yeah.
because I want to be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I want to be a perfect fighter, and I know I never will be.
no
but,
such thing, right?
But I can keep trying.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I can keep trying.
So Nick
Yeah.
Saban was a football coach for the Crimson Tide. I'm sure you've heard of him.
Yeah.
He said something about, like they would win a freaking national championship game, and he's like, we can always celebrate what we did, like we won the national championship, but tomorrow we got to work on what we need to fix. We're gonna celebrate it tonight, but tomorrow we got to work on what we need to fix. And you're like, you just won. There's
Yeah.
nothing else to fix. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
But that was his mindset all the time. We got to fix whatever we can fix. Everything's got to be fixed. It's got to be, and he never stopped pushing. That's why he so many years was successful with that.
I think that's what it takes.
It is.
Because
It is,
You
yeah,
can't be
100%.
content. You can't settle. You
can't
because
never
once
be-
you, especially in something like fighting, I mean, you guys being fans of the sport, I know you've seen it plenty of times. Once you stop being hungry, it's over.
yeah.
You're hit, yeah.
It's over.
And the crazy part is, man, is that the sport is progressing so fast now.
Mm-hmm.
It progresses so fast because you see go watch an amateur fight. If there's
Some of these amateur fighters I've seen are like,
Good.
oh my God.
bro,
There's this one kid. I was at a show in January in Gadsden for the blue collar show. I can't remember his name, but it was this little Hispanic guy. He was like his third or fourth amateur fight. He looked like a UFC fighter. Like everything was so sharp. It looked like somebody had a controller controlling him. Like
Yeah.
he fought perfectly. And I was like, these amateurs are getting better and better. But I've had my last, since my fourth fight, every guy I've fought so far is they've all been very good opponents.
it's top tier.
Yeah.
Every time you're finding those top tier opponents to fight.
Yeah. That's another thing I think amateur guys don't do enough is
Yeah.
test themselves, fight hard guys.
Fight the guys that maybe you're a little bit nervous to go in there with.
Yeah. Like my from my fourth fight on, every guy I fought was either top ranked in the state or undefeated.
I got you. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, my fifth fight, he was either number 1 or number 2 in Alabama on a 4-fight win streak. My sixth fight, he was either 1 or 2 in Alabama. He was on a 4-fight win streak. Then I went and fought in Missouri. He was undefeated. I think he was ranked number 2 in Missouri. And then I fought Chance, who's now 8-0 with 7 finishes. I'm the only guy he didn't finish.
Yeah.
And then I fought Chris Cornut, who was either top 3 or 4 as an amateur in Alabama. So
You take Chance Vicini in an MMA fight though, wouldn't you?
I'd love to get that back one day.
Yeah.
Because I went up, and I like Chance. Chance is a
Oh
cool dude.
yeah,
But
he came on the
because-
podcast too, and he's as
He's cool as shit.
cool as a cucumber, dude.
But because I stepped over into his world, I want him to come into mine.
Yeah.
yeah.
I fought him in his world in front of
yeah.
his home crowd.
Sure.
If he were to fight me in MMA in Huntsville, that'd be nasty. I'd love that.
Yeah.
That'd be lit to watch.
Yeah, it would that'd be, and I think I can't remember if we talked about it or not. Was his goal to go to MMA?
Yeah, he
I
wants
think
to go to MMA.
I think it was his goal to get to MMA. So maybe soon, man. Because you're new professional. If he stepped over and took that leap, which I can't imagine why he wouldn't be doing that pretty soon, would you? Unless
Unless he wants to
grappling
do some MMA
his
for a little
grappling,
while.
yeah.
Amateur MMA first.
his
3 fights
grappling
maybe.
probably needs some work.
Yeah, because he's obviously very, very good at kickboxing, but
Yeah, no, he's not.
there's no money in kickboxing.
Yeah.
Man.
No, and he's no hoe. Dude's tough, right?
Yeah.
He ain't no hoe. He is a tough dude.
I think it'd be smarter for him to go to MMA rather than kickboxing.
Yeah.
'Cause that's where all the money and all the attention is.
Yeah, it's more fun to watch, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I mean, What's crazy though is all the knockouts, all the real crazy kicks, and all the fun knockouts are coming from kickboxing, but nobody's watching it.
I think it's the personalities in MMA.
Yeah.
MMA has just been built up
That's
better
true.
than kickboxing.
Yeah,
has.
and UFC started this whole MMA thing, and now they're the biggest. I mean, they're bigger than boxing now.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
think
wild.
maybe if the UFC had been based in another country when it started, maybe things would be flipped. But
Yeah.
because the UFC was built in the U.S.
yeah.
and exposed everybody around, exposed the West to what MMA was,
Yeah.
and is now the biggest MMA organization in the world,
Yeah.
I think that took so much attention from things like Muay Thai, kickboxing, and stuff like that.
Yeah, and
But-
what's crazy is like PFL. Even man, they have some really tough competitors in the PFL. Man, there's a top fighters in that could easily fight in UFC. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
and they're not there.
It's just because, man, the UFC has just built a very, very huge monopoly in the MMA world
Yeah,
by
for
this
sure.
point.
Yeah, that's true.
You ever get to train with other pros, like really good UFC fighters or something like that?
Not yet.
Not
yet. We're
Not yet.
working on it.
You gonna come up to Scrapyard and work with Torres on the grappling?
They got
Yeah.
they got 2 UFC fighters at Scrapyard.
Yeah, I'd love to. I haven't got a chance to work with anybody who's actively fighting in the UFC yet, but we're working on it.
Yeah,
We're working on it.
yeah. And Torres fights at 185. You're 170, so y'all might be a good match for each other, man.
Yeah, I met him in August. Back in
Chill
August.
dude too. Huh?
Yeah, yeah, it was really
He's
nice
very
dude.
down to earth, very very cool guy.
Yeah,
I
really.
really
nice
like
dude.
him. It's unfortunate that his fights went bad. His first fight I thought it was good, but other people don't like wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like wrestling.
Really?
I'd rather be a striker.
I'd
I'd rather be a striker than a grappler.
It's funner to watch.
Say what?
It's funner to watch for sure. I like people getting punched in the face.
It depends. It depends.
Yeah.
If you get two guys who are really, really good grapplers, which, I mean, it's more so you'll get two good strikers than you'll get two guys who are really on
Yeah.
each other's level in grappling. Because, like, Aljamain Sterling versus Evloev, like, that was great to watch. Like, Saryukian versus Islam, Saryukian versus Gamrot. Fights where you get two really, really high-level grapplers. As a grappler, watching that, it's very satisfying, but more often than not, seeing two strikers go at it will be better. Yeah,
It's fun.
yeah,
It's fun.
So-
But I like the grappling. But
I like it too, but
My son wrestled in high school,
Mm-hmm.
in middle school, and we fell in love with the sport of wrestling.
yeah,
Yeah.
I loved it. I love everything about it. So a lot of that stuff I get, I get it when I'm watching it. I get the wrestling. I've never done it. I've went to a million practices. I've went to a million wrestling matches. I've watched millions of hours worth of wrestling now.
yeah,
So I get what's supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So it's fun for me to watch somebody take a dude down. He didn't lay down for him. He took him down, and now he's on the mat, and this dude is holding him there. There's more to that than what just meets the eye.
yeah.
yeah. And people who've done it will understand it
Yeah.
because, like with striking,
Striking, I think people can get lucky with striking.
yeah, and it's a lot easier to grasp the idea of throwing your limbs at somebody, throwing punches, even if you don't have good technique, even if you're not used to it. Everybody gets the idea of throwing a limb towards in another person's direction to try to hurt them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've grappled somebody who's never grappled before, you are helpless.
Yeah, I bet.
Like, I've grappled people all shapes and sizes who don't have the grappling experience I have, and I can hold them down easily.
Yeah. If one man can hold you down. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
That's true, though.
It's true.
It is.
It's true.
But
So, like you said,
it's
with
interesting.
striking, it could be a lot. It can still be competitive.
Yeah.
If two guys aren't on the same skill level, but they're just striking. If a guy is way ahead of someone else in the grappling, you're gonna have to catch him.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to catch him on the feet.
before he gets you to your single leg or double leg or whatever, you better catch him before then.
Yeah,
'Cause
like
you're hit otherwise, bro.
like right now, I'm waiting to see if who Islam's gonna fight.
Yeah.
See if it's gonna be Carlos Prates.
Yeah.
After his last fight, man, I'll say Islam better Carlos. Islam better grab him before Carlos catches him.
Yeah.
Because Carlos is a nasty striker, dude.
Yeah.
Carlos is one of the most fun guys to watch in the UFC.
Yeah.
And if Islam doesn't get a hold of him, dude, it's gonna be bad.
Yep.
It's gonna be real bad.
Yep. Did you? What was the? Who was the? Who was
The last one?
Yeah,
Hamzat and
Strickland and
Strickland.
Hamzat. What did you think about that fight?
That fight was so frustrating.
Was it?
I was furious watching that fight.
It was frustrating for me too, though, bro.
Hamzat's one of my favorite fighters. And,
Oh, okay.
And it was just, I mean, if it was just the weight cut that affected him that bad,
Yeah.
then it makes sense. But watching it live, which, I mean, I'm not a UFC fighter. I'm not a world champion, so who am I to critique Hamzat? But me watching it is like, okay, you took him down with ease and held him down the first 5 minutes. So after that, I'm thinking, okay, it's smooth sailing.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
Like, and then second round, shoots a takedown, pulls guard, and then decides to strike with Strickland for the last 15 or so minutes. I was furious. I was like, what am I watching? Because it seems like this is another reason why I love the sport, though, because you just never know.
Yeah, dude.
You could be so sure about a fight on paper, but you never know until you see it happen. There's too many factors.
Yeah.
And so all leading up to this fight, I was so sure. I was like, dude, I'd bet my life that Hamzat is going to beat Strickland.
Oh, my son had me put money on it.
I still think he did win, though.
Yeah.
It was a very close fight. I am still surprised that they gave it to Strickland.
Yeah.
Because he did land about 40 more significant strikes, but they had about the same amount of damage. Strickland was getting backed up the whole time, and he did give up a lot of control time and takedowns. So I thought Hamzat should have edged it regardless. But even still, his performance was baffling to me. If it was just a weight cut, then I get it.
Yeah.
But Tatsuro Taira and Joshua Van was one of the
God, dude. Joshua
Golly.
Joshua
he
Van's
never
my,
has boring fights.
Joshua
He's my
Van?
favorite fighter to watch.
He's your favorite fighter?
yeah, to watch right now. For
If there's
sure.
anybody you're trying to get in MMA, tell them to watch Joshua Van.
Yeah, dude, he is exciting to watch for sure.
But another one of my favorite fighters is Pantoja.
Yeah.
And I need to see Pantoja get that belt back.
Yeah.
Because that
they're gonna
last
go
fight
at it
was-
soon.
That last fight was some bullshit.
Yeah,
Oh, God, I was so mad. I was so mad, dude.
but that's the name of this
That's
game.
It's not his fault though.
Nah, it ain't.
I mean,
No,
he tried to catch himself and broke his arm.
yeah,
So I mean, that's not on Josh Van, but
Nah. He didn't feel like he won though. Joshua didn't. He's like, that's it. He's got to get that back too for himself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
I know.
saying?
I need Pantoja to run it back. I need that. I like Joshua Van, dude, but Pantoja is one of my favorite fighters. My favorite fighters are probably Charles number one, and then Pantoja, and then third, probably between Prates and Peyton Talbot.
okay,
Peyton Talbot needs to fight again.
yeah. He's got more in him.
Dude, I think me and my buddy were talking about this all the time. My buddy Dre, I was telling you about you guys about that couldn't make my last fight. Me and him talk to each other every day about fighting. Every day, all day. And one of the things we talked about recently was if you guys think about like Roy Jones in boxing, I think Roy Jones is probably the most naturally gifted and talented boxer ever. I think Peyton Talbot is one of the most naturally gifted MMA fighters ever. Somebody who just makes fighting look so effortless and fun. And I think he has one of the most satisfying styles to watch. I say like him, Rufy, Manel Kopp, and like O'Malley probably have the most satisfying styles to watch.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
funny.
how I want to look
It's
striking.
It's funny that you look at it from a standpoint of their style of fighting and how they fight. That's what makes you a fan of their fighting. And me and Trey just want to see you go hard as you can for 5 rounds or 3 rounds, whichever fight you're in. You know,
Yeah.
and that's what counts to us because we're just 2 normal dudes sitting on the couch.
That's one of the reasons I like Pantoja though, because Pantoja is one of those guys that
He does both.
He's coming at you the whole time.
Yeah.
Like he's got a kill or be killed style, and so
Yeah.
does Charles.
Yeah.
Which his last fight against Max wasn't the most fun fight to watch,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
people started calling him boring because of that one performance. Go watch all Charles
Yeah.
fights. Charles has a killer be kill style.
Yeah.
He's coming forward to knock you out or submit you, or he's gonna get knocked out or submitted.
Yeah.
And that's how Pantoja fights, and I love those guys for
Yeah.
that. But with the style thing, like with like I said, I like Peyton Talbot, Cop, Rufy. I was telling my buddy about this yesterday. It's crazy how in fighting, it seems like there's only so many ways you can throw punches, throw kicks, throw knees, throw elbows, but yet every fighter has such a different and unique style.
And there's
It's
new
because-
ways to do it.
Yeah, that's why that would be my argument for anybody that says fighting is not an art. Then your fighting style is a reflection of your personality. Like that's your art because there's only so many ways you can punch and kick somebody, but yet everybody does it so differently.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Sean O'Malley, he's so unorthodox, bro.
He's smooth though.
Yeah. No, he is smooth. And like watching Max Holloway find a target, dude. He's so precise with a punch. You know, it's just it is definitely an art form.
Yeah, I
You
think.
know, there's people. Those people are not trying to stand there and get hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you're still getting punched in the face.
I think Max's fight with Calvin Kattar was one of the hardest fights to watch.
Yeah,
I felt so bad for Calvin Kattar. He
Yeah.
beat the hell out of
I
Calvin
know.
Kattar.
Yeah,
I think, but Tony's fight versus Gaethje is probably the only fight I'll never watch again. That fight broke my heart, dude. He beat the dog shit out of Tony Ferguson. I love Tony Ferguson.
that's terrible, man.
That was
I
hard
like
to
Gaethje
watch.
though. I kind of like.
I like Gaethje too, but Tony should have been the one, man.
He should have been the
Tony
guy.
should have got the belt
He should have been
at
the guy.
least once. At
Yeah.
least once.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about Max and Connor?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch. I don't know what we're gonna see.
That's gonna be a punchy fight.
Yeah, definitely gonna be
It's
punchy.
gonna be punchy.
I can't wait to watch it.
Max can come out and shoot on him.
You think
I'm
so?
just kidding.
That'd be crazy.
Well, it would be wild, right?
Yeah,
But
it'd be
but
unexpected.
It something like that could happen.
Connor wants it to be 3 rounds.
Really?
I bet he does.
Yeah.
Because he's fighting one of the guys with the best volume in the whole sport. I wouldn't want to fight Max Holloway for 25 minutes, and I ain't fought in 6 years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
I think Jerome's going to put it on him.
Really.
Yeah. I think Jerome's going to splatter his ass. I think it's going to be bad.
I'm excited.
But
for
I've been
that.
wrong before. I was wrong about Hamzat and
I
Strickland.
know.
But I will say, if you're going to come back and fight after 6 years off, coming off an injury and a loss, Max Holloway is, if you ask me, Max Holloway is not the guy you want to come back against. I think Chandler was a much, much more favorable fight for Connor.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like the last 2-3 years, everybody's been calling out Connor. Connor's been saying he's going to come back and fight Hamzat. He said he was going to fight Prates. Said he was going to fight
I know.
Ilya, Chandler, Oliveira. He's been calling out everybody.
I know.
I just really will be happy when I finally see him in the cage and hear Bruce Buffer saying his name. Because I've been telling my buddy, dude, I'm so tired of every time I get on Instagram,
Looking
it's
at
a
it.
different post of Connor's coming back. Connor's been training. He's back in the testing pool. I just want to see him fight again because there's nothing like watching a Connor fight.
Yeah.
Just
I
the
know.
aura and the energy that
Yeah.
he brings, there's nothing like watching Connor fight. So
He was exciting.
I
That's for
really
sure,
hope he
dude.
shows up.
Yeah, I do too.
I really hope he shows up and nothing goes
I
down
think
between now and then.
Max is gonna beat him up though.
I think Max is gonna put the mittens on him, dude.
I think Max Holloway is just too. He's so precise with his punches, man, and
And people forget, dude. Max isn't even that old. Max is only 34.
He
To
started
have
when
the
he's
car-
20.
Yeah. To have the career that he's had, Max
Already?
is only 34.
I know he's already had this huge career, and he's 34
Yeah.
years old. Yeah.
Max has still got a good bit of time left in him if he wants to
He's
stick
already
around.
been the champion and everything, bro.
Let's see.
And he has time to get back.
Yeah. Did you guys watch it was the night that I fought, so I definitely didn't watch it. But did you guys watch the Netflix card?
Yeah.
Yep.
What'd you think
I
of
watched
it?
it the next day.
I felt like it was Mike Perry Diaz fight was good, but
Diaz, man. I don't think anybody bleeds more than Nate Diaz.
nah, they don't.
No.
Good God. I didn't watch it, but I saw the clips of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was bloody, bro.
But I mean, He
He's
even
got scar tissue all over the place.
even Diaz was saying that he had fought. That's the most violent man in fighting. He thinks
If
Mike Perry is the most.
Mike Perry, if you think people throw that term around all the time, oh, this guy's a dog. This guy's a dog. Mike Perry is a dog.
Yeah, he's a different kind of.
Mike
animal.
Perry's a nasty fighter. That guy was. There are some guys who were born to fight. Mike Perry is one of those guys that was born to fight people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know that if they had charged for that, like if that was a pay-per-view and I paid money to see Gina Carano get subbed in 14 seconds,
Yeah.
I would have been
No, it didn't.
I would
I'd
have
have
been
been mad as hell.
furious.
Yeah.
I'd have been furious because I mean,
that was nothing.
Gina
dude.
Gina Carano, she is a legend. She's a pioneer of the sport.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep.
But again, I'm not a world champion. I haven't fought at the level that they have, but I can't imagine that somebody who is coming back to fight Ronda Rousey, who damn near every single one of her victories
Has been
is
an
her
armbar.
arm barring people,
Yep.
and you couldn't counter an arm bar for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I would have been furious.
Yeah, dude.
If I had paid for that, I would have been
Oh,
furious.
yeah, it's
I
a
feel
good
like it
thing
was
it was
fake,
on
but-
Netflix.
Yeah.
You feel like it was fake?
Yeah. I feel like it was staged.
But hey, listen, my dude here also feels like there's a script to the NFL. So.
There might be one to the UFC, man.
Might be.
I wouldn't be with all the crazy stuff going on in the world right now. There is very little that would surprise me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's
Yeah.
all fake.
Like everybody's
wouldn't
saying
be shocked,
Hamzat took
but-
a dive against Strickland.
Oh yeah,
They're saying that fight was he took a dive, or saying that he never actually made weight and the UFC just let it slide. Because I never went back and watched it, but a lot of people were saying that he stepped on the scale and they called it before it stopped moving.
Oh shit. There's a lot of stuff going around about that, but I don't know how true it was or whatever. I feel
But
like
they said he cut 46 pounds for that fight.
yeah.
that's crazy.
Strickland
That's
had
a
jacked up
whole
shoulder too, didn't
elementary school child.
he? Yeah.
They took out of his body.
That's a whole third grader, bro.
That's a whole child he ripped out of his body to make weight. That's insane.
Yeah, it is, dude. That's nuts.
That's why my goal is to end up at 55.
For real?
Yeah.
No way, dude.
I'm gonna hate it, but these welterweights in the UFC are big,
I
man.
know.
If you go back and you said you
look
watched my
big
fights,
too, man.
I don't know, man. If you go back and watch my fights, I think every guy I fought has been bigger than me.
No, what you're saying ain't wrong.
Especially like Chance.
Yeah, dude, that dude's. What was he when he stepped in the cage with you? He was 200 pounds. There's no way he was.
And he's
smaller
like
than
6'3".
Yeah.
6'3",
that. There's no way
6'4".
he's smaller than that, dude.
Yeah.
When he was in the cage, he's 200 pounds.
And then like the guys
Say
that
what you
are
want to.
there right now, like Michael Morales is a welterweight. Do you see those recent pictures of him where he's 220?
I know.
Yeah.
He's a
I know, dude.
grief.
Yeah, bro.
And look at Torres Finney. He's only fighting 15 pounds above you.
Yeah.
Have you seen?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's fucking crazy. Yeah. I mean, you look big too, but Torres is huge.
Yeah,
bro.
dude,
He's-
that's a
Yeah,
dude.
when I met him, he's like a
He's a full on.
he's like a pile of rocks.
yeah, dude.
He's a
Straight
he's
up.
crazy.
Yeah, he's
But you be fast as hell at 155, I think.
he's already fast.
I know, but
I think
I can't even imagine.
I don't think it'd be the speed. I think my I'd be so strong at 55. I think I'd be because all the guys I fought some really good grapplers. Like being a grappler myself, like Cornut, he was a good grappler. I think Damien's the best grappler I've fought. Colin is a very good grappler.
Damien, where's that? Where was that?
Damian
fight?
Douglas. That was my 5th fight
Where was that at?
in Huntsville.
For CFC again?
Yeah, yeah. I think all around, he was the best grappler I fought. My fight with Stith in Missouri, he was a good grappler. I fought some really good grapplers, and so knowing how my grappling strength feels at 70, if I could bring that to 55, dude,
yeah.
I think that'd be pretty wicked.
Did you have like a wrestling background or?
Crazy enough, I only wrestled my senior year.
God, dude. So you started wrestling and then you left high school wrestling, I guess, and then what?
Well, so how it worked was my buddy Ryan, one of my best friends, he got me to come try out for the wrestling team my freshman year. if I have one regret in life, is that I didn't start wrestling sooner.
Every fighter says that.
If you're wanting to be a fighter, start wrestling now. Like if you're a kid watching this, and you're like, oh, I want to be an MMA fighter, start wrestling. Period. No excuses.
story.
You need to be wrestling.
Yep.
But he got me to try out my freshman year, and so they have 2 weeks of conditioning, which is like really to see who like is gonna last and really be on the team, because that 2 weeks of conditioning is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
So I did that, and like I was super, super excited about it. But the girl I was dating at the time saw the wrestling schedule, and I was gonna be at practice every day. I was like, I'm never gonna get to see you, so I didn't do it.
Yep.
But
I bet you're sick about it.
Dang.
but,
You're like, I don't even know that girl no more.
yeah, but my senior year, my buddy Ryan, I was like, told him I wanted to try it, like for real, try it this time, and I did it. And after it was over, that was probably like one of the most disappointing things I've ever felt in my life, when I knew I wouldn't get to wrestle anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Once that one season I did was over, I loved it so much.
Dang.
And that was one of the biggest driving forces behind me fighting. Because, like, even though I can never wrestle again, I need to do something like that. I got to do something.
Competitive, yeah.
So once that season was over, even though I didn't wrestle, like, in college or do anything like that, I would literally wrestle anybody any chance I got. Like, I would work with Ryan, drill stuff with him over and over. I would drill stuff on my own. I would watch collegiate wrestlers. Like Kyle Dake is one of my favorite collegiate wrestlers. I would watch those guys over and over, drill stuff, just like drilling stuff over and over and over by myself. And then when I started fighting, I kept doing that. And so grappling ended up being my base. But, man,
wild,
if I had
bro.
started wrestling when I was a kid, dude,
No, man.
man.
You start when you're like
Man.
8.
Yes, I wish if I could go back in my life and change one thing, it would be that I would have started wrestling when I was little.
Yep. Yeah. You know, right here on this street, both ends of it, we got the state champion wrestling teams for Tennessee.
Oh yeah,
On both sides of the road. Cleveland High School and Bradley High School. Bradley's got 26 state championships in wrestling, and Cleveland's got whatever now, 9, I think now.
well you need it, especially now more than ever. If you're gonna be an MMA fighter, you have to have wrestling.
Yep,
You gotta have it.
got to.
It's vital.
Yep. But yeah, so and wrestling in Alabama is not like a big, huge thing.
It's not a huge football is huge in Alabama.
Yeah.
That's all anybody cares about in Alabama is football.
Yeah.
But Alabama doesn't have a huge MMA scene as well, and so I'm hoping to change that.
There you go.
Nice.
That's one of my biggest goals. I want to be the first world champion from Alabama.
Beautiful.
Nice.
You could.
Because we've had a couple guys in the UFC from Alabama, but we haven't had any title contenders or world
Top
champions.
tier, top names.
We've had them in boxing.
top name brands.
Yeah, we've had world champions from Alabama in boxing, but none in MMA. And I want to be one of the first, if not the first.
That'd be cool.
That'd be so cool.
We got a couple guys that could do it.
You got your next fight lined up yet?
No, we're working on it.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
Yeah. You just got done. But you got anything that you want to have in the podcast that's just going to be in it? That you want to be in it, that you want to be said, you want to be heard?
I am looking for sponsors. So my Instagram is Funboy Bruce Wayne, all one word. If you're looking to sponsor me, just shoot me a message. We'll hash it out. But I am looking for sponsors currently. I know I'll be back in the cage soon. We're working on it. We're reaching out to different promotions right now. I know for sure that I will be fighting in September in Huntsville again. If you guys want to try to make that one, it's September 26th.
Yep.
It's going to be at the Von Braun Center in Huntsville. It's a little ways away, so of course I don't have an opponent or anything yet, but
Yeah.
I know for sure I'm going to be on that.
Awesome. At the end of these things, I give everybody a few minutes to give shout outs. Anybody you want to say thank you to or F you to?
I would say shout out to my coach, Daniel, my head jiu-jitsu coach, Zeke, all the guys at AJJ, all the guys at Freedom Muay Thai, just anybody who supports me. Shout out to anybody who supports me, anybody who's followed my career up until this point, anybody who buys pay-per-views, anybody who buys tickets.
So shout out me.
Yeah, anybody who shows genuine love and support, because you guys that are getting into fighting I say that's one of the biggest things you need to know is who really supports you and who really cares about you and who's going to be there for you, whether you win or whether you lose. It's a very mean game to be in. Like I was telling you guys earlier, you could love it all you want. It's not going to love you back. And the same can be said for fans and spectators. Like I had a teammate who I was talking to about with this a couple months ago. He said he had one fight in front of his home crowd, and he had like handed out T-shirts before the fight started. He went out there, he lost his fight. People were literally taking his T-shirts off.
Oh, bro.
God, dude, that's crazy.
It's a very, very mean game to be in. So
That's crazy.
you need to have a handful of people that really, really love and support you and care about you, and they're going to show up for you no matter the outcome, no matter where it's at. That's what you need, and that's vital.
Yep.
And any other advice for you younger guys that are looking to get in the sport? Just be smart, have a good team around you, because all it takes is you getting the wrong coaches, the wrong team, misled, the wrong management, anything like that. This game will chew you up and spit you out. And a lot of the casuals, the people who haven't been involved in the sport, they don't really realize how much these fighters put into this and how much it takes out of you and how many miles it puts on your body, how much it wears you down, how much of a mental toll it takes. So take care of yourself and keep good people around you for sure.
Heck yeah, dude. At the end of these things, we tell everybody we love them. You don't have to, but we always do. So that's
Love
how
y'all.
we end it. We love y'all.
I'm gonna look at that one or that one.
That one.
I love y'all too.